Hello everybody and welcome to Drawing with Waffles. Today I'm here with
ReneeViolet.
She has YouTube and Instagram. What are you on those?
I am called Planet Razzmatazz on Instagram, and on my YouTube I just go by ReneeViolet. It's a bit confusing, but I swear I'm the same human. It's the same person, same art, same things.
And there'll be links in the description if you want to check her out. She drew this awesome Jinora picture, and the reason we're drawing Kai and Jinora from Legend of Korra is because we're doing this 20-day Avatar drawing challenge where for 20 days straight you draw all these little pictures from Avatar using the prompts that we've created. It was me, CCL, and Renee. Say hi.
Hello.
We put it together, and so we've been doing that for the last 16 days straight, so there's only a few days left, and you can come join us on Instagram, check it out. You can even start up the challenge yourself if you want. It's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yes, it's a lot of fun, and it's very challenging.
It definitely is challenging finding the time to draw it, but once you start, like, it's hard to stop. It's so much fun. Anyway, the day we're drawing today is what day was it?
Day 14 or day 13. I'll have a look.
One of those days, but the prompt was favorite airbender. And
way off. It's day 8.
Day 8. This was a while ago. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's day 8, and we were supposed to draw our favorite airbender. And of course, our favorite airbender is Aang because he's adorable, right?
And he's like supreme in every way. He's the best.
Every way. But we'd already drawn him like 3 other times because of other prompts. So we were trying to, like, expand our boundaries a little and explore new things.
Yes.
And we couldn't decide between Kai and Jinora because they're both pretty cool. And like,
they're pretty cool individually, but they're even cooler when they're together.
Yeah, so we decided we wanted to draw them together, and this is like 4 hours before the challenge is supposed to end. Well, that day's challenge is supposed to end, so we had like 4 hours left. And we're like, and we couldn't decide which one we wanted to draw. We both wanted to draw Kai and Jinora, but we knew there was no way we were going to get it done in those 4 hours, both of them. So she had already started drawing Jinora, I think, right?
Yeah, I had started sketching her with a book.
And then I just came home and I was like, crap, I need to draw one. And she showed me her Jinora one, and I was like, I can see it. I can just draw Kai on her back, and he'll be like, I don't know, like putting his face up against her cheek or something, really adorable and cute. And she was like, yeah, let's do that. And then, so she basically just sent me that picture that you see there, and then I started sketching out Kai behind her. And then the idea was the hand in the back is like he's using his airbending skills to be all cutesy and romantic, making the flowers float.
Yes, and then we were also in a Skype call while working on it, so I could see what she was doing every once in a while, and she could see what I was doing. So I just, at the very beginning, sent her like my initial sketch, and I kept working on it as she was working on it, and then it eventually became like a race to who could finish first.
Oh yeah, and if you want to watch her drawing Jinora, which you can't see her finished drawing right now because she only sent me the first sketch, so that's what you were seeing before. That's not the finished one. And if you want to watch her draw it, you can go check out her video on YouTube, which again, links will be in the description and probably in the cards or whatever those things are called, and annotations and such. Anyway, now I'm working on the line art, and I'd never drawn the new airbending outfits from Legend of Korra, the ones with like the flying squirrel sleeves. So I was really excited to draw this. And right here I'm drawing the flower that he is hovering with his powers, his bending skills. That's it. And then you can see I'm changing it to a different flower, and that's because Renee suggested, why don't you do a flower from the actual universe of Avatar instead of just a random circle with petals.
Yeah, so it's the panda lily from the episode with Fortune Teller, where she's like, they're still romantic, and they're at the top of this volcano that can kill you, and that is gonna kill our whole town, but I don't know about that. Anyway.
Don't spoil.
Yeah, so I told her to maybe draw the panda lily, and she did a fantastical job. I was like, dang.
I thought it was such a good idea. I'm like, yeah, why don't I draw a flower that's actually from the TV show? Because, I don't know, that just feels so much more involved. And, like, I thought about it, but it was really her.
I did it. It's my credit.
Yeah. And at first when I drew it, it looks... Oh, and here we have Renee's line art for Jinora. So once she had finished the line art, she sent that to me so I could line up the shoulder there with Kai's hand. Oh, and there's some color for, what's her name? Jinora!
Yeah,
Names.
color reference.
So I can get the colors spot on, because if I just picked the colors myself and she picked the colors herself, then the colors wouldn't have matched up right, and since it's going to be one giant picture, we had to use the same colors, which is why I actually used a reference for that.
Yeah, because I had just, like, popped onto Google, typed in Jinora, and then I just pasted it in on Photoshop to get the color samples correct.
And we actually did use the exact same picture, right?
Yeah, we did. I sent to
that way
one.
the colors all lined up. And then once I finished coloring his outfit, I got a Kai picture just so I could get the rest of his colors right, because I couldn't color him with Jinora colors because they're not the same.
No.
And he's got that cool haircut with the buzz on the bottom. Yeah. Now I'm coloring the Panda Lily, which I kind of just picked colors myself. I did have a reference, but I did color it. I just made up the colors myself. Because I never, like,
You don't
grabbed
need
them.
the help of the actual thing.
Aw, shucks. Alright, so now it looks like I am just paused and not doing anything. Oh, I'm editing the sleeves because I noticed that their sleeves, the little red stripe actually, like, sort of, like, gets bigger when it gets down to their hand. So I adjusted that just a little bit. And now, I'm using a layer mask right now to cut out bits of him that I didn't need that were going to be behind Jinora. Without having to erase it, I used a layer mask instead. And I'm not going to explain how that works because it's kind of complicated and I've tried before. And I kind of need to use visual prompts for that, so we're not going to do that. And at this point, I had finished drawing Kai, but she wasn't done with Jinora yet. So I was like, you know what?
Book, okay, it took a long time.
Oh, yeah. She's working on the book. We talk about that in the other video. But, so I was like, why don't I start doing the background? Because we need to get this done. Now we only have like an hour and a half to get it done.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I start at the background and you finish up all the little details on the book, then we should be done around the same time. And I think we did finish about the exact same time.
Yeah, we did.
Which was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think we posted at the same time, too.
Oh, yeah. And then I'm using the reference that I used for Kai to do the background. So I'm doing a background very similar to that picture in the top right corner.
Oh, I didn't notice that. That's
Yeah,
clever.
schmancy.
Very resourceful. Good work.
That's a very good word for it. Resourceful.
Yeah.
It's not cheating. Cheating's when you trace. This isn't tracing. I'm still drawing it myself. And then I added a little, like, ledge up at the top. And then I added this, like, gold ribbon that went around and connected the two logs. I was kind of proud of that.
And then it get cuts out. I think at that point I had sent you my colored file or the shading. Oh no, you were drawing your Pokemon.
That's what I'm doing. Oh yeah, because I have to, for the last, I totally forgot about this. So for all my Instagram videos, except for one, I have a hidden Pokemon in the picture. So for this, my plan was to draw an Aerodactyl, and it just wasn't working out. So later, I decided to draw a different Pokemon after she sends me her file. And now I'm just adding her signature at the bottom so that they look the same. There's a lot of blank spaces in this video.
Yeah, I think it's because, well, when you're collabing with a person, you have to do a lot of, like, photo sharing.
Yeah,
between,
that's true.
Right? So.
And now we have her finished illustration merged with mine, and then I'm just adding some shading, and I made sure that I did the shading with the same light source as she did, so all her shading was in the bottom right, so all Kai's shading is going to be in the bottom right.
I always do the shading
I
in
know,
the bottom
it's
right.
just like the generic, like, bottom right shading.
Yeah. With the highlight always
Oh, and then
being
this
on the top.
bun, do you remember what happened with that bun? So
Yeah, she edited my bun.
so where her bun was originally, it was being blocked by Kai, and then when we looked up where the bun was actually supposed to be, it was actually supposed to be a little bit more up and to the left, so I just moved it. I did, like, just, like, cut it and then moved it. Very simple, very rugged, but it worked.
I also left a blank spot on the book there so that she could draw the Pokemon.
Hey, that's what I'm doing right now. It's
Yeah.
a Pikachu!
Yeah.
So this worked out much better than my Aerodactyl, but I might cut that part out, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, there I have a little Pikachu, and I did it in the same colors as all the letters in her book. And then this is going to be the finished illustration. So we have her, Jinora, and my Kai. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Renee, for joining me.
It was a pleasure.
And we'll see you guys all next week. Oh, and special news, I bought a new camera, so I'm really excited to do more traditional art in the future. So you can look forward to that. And yeah, I'll see you guys all later. Have a delicious evening for our waffles. Bye.